Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Welcome back to my channel where I build apps live on stream for your education and entertainment. We've been working on my subway app for New York City the last few days, and we've been adding path trains. Um, we've been we've been adding path trains to the app. As you can see, there's a few path stations here. So we got the ones that are sort of combo subway stations and path stations to show the arrival times for path. However, these two stops, Christopher and Ninth Street and World Trade Center, we have not yet gotten to yet. In fact, we crash when we get there because it's looking for a direction label that does not exist. Um, so today, that's the topmost thing is a direction label for Christopher Street. That's prime number one, and then I guess 9th Street will do second after that. Cool. So the way we've been storing our direction labels is we have a separate standalone script that generates a SQLite database that ships with the app that has our direction labels in it. So we'll just add two stops at the end here. A path, Christopher Street, I suppose. And path 9th Street. And it's a pair of direction labels, and this is $4.99. It goes in the south-north direction. On the left side, will say to Jersey, and on the right-hand side, will say to New York. And I guess that's going to be the exact same thing for 9th Street, in fact. So let's run our script to generate our SQLite file and restart the app and see how we're doing. Cool. Let's swap over to the app project. Close a bunch of these windows. Okay, so let's click on Christopher Street. Why did we get an error here? Is this... So direction label set, we're indexing on the section key and on the side, display side. And what are we getting? Well, for one, I don't see a subscript here. Um, And I guess that's that's one of the not so nice things about Swift extensions. It's going to be hard to figure out where the hell this went. This is on station arrivals. This is on station arrivals again. None of these are the one I'm looking for. Matching. It's not quite it either, huh? Wish I could command click on the subscript thing to get to the subscript definition. Wait, is this a section? No, that's this thing up here. Oh, it's defined here. Oh my goodness. I guess we called it a path section. Um, Interesting. Um, yeah, we've been debating on how we should section up our, we should section up the sections on the popover. And if the direction, kind of the direction style is the same as the section, or if it's something different. We have not yet come to a conclusion yet. Okay, still working. And if we come back to Christopher Street, oh, interesting. Now we get two sections of things. Obviously, we'll want to um, move the arrow to point more directly at the station. Um, yeah, so I guess for now, south, north, and east, west are going to stay as MTA sections. Um, since we're adding a whole new transit system, and everything was assuming the MTA before, this is a quite a large change. And it looks like we have two there. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, so I guess the way that we modeled it is that the popover is responsible for getting the arrivals, both for the subway and for path. And it looks like that's kind of I think that's why we have two, because the API client, which gives back the subway stops, sees the direction labels there for the path train. So that's returning one section, and then the interactor for the popover is returning its own section as well. So I think that's why we're getting two. And I guess I'm trying to think through what does that mean um, as far as design goes. Um, because we wrote a separate sort of path API client. Um, we haven't gotten to all arrivals yet, but for right now, it just shows the next path train from their network. Um, I guess where I'm getting stuck is here on like a separate thread we get the path stuff, and over here we're getting the just the regular stuff from the API client. It's seeing both things, seeing both sections in there. Can you continue down the chain? Now let's see what we get at this break. Auto refresh came through. Waiting for the debugger to come on through. Looks like it might not come through. Oh man. We will have to do line debugging. Print anything though. Lots of debugger errors. Optic engine error. So it got two path routes. So it is getting those from the map. Ooh. Yeah, maybe the API client should be in charge of getting everything. Maybe it should interact with the Path API client. Um, or the presenter can merge the two, I suppose. Yeah, so instead of just appending it, we can replace, I suppose. Breakpoint. Oh, we already did. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we only got one. Yeah, I guess that's the way to do it. Um, well, I guess we're gonna have to repeat that logic. Also in the, I guess for the all arrivals. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. The direction labels just come straight on through. Did we put in direction labels for 23rd Street? Let's take a look. Which I'd written which train these are exactly. Oh, looks like I did. Yeah, these are the 6th Avenue trains. Yeah, we didn't quite place this one on the map quite yet. I am very happy with how this looks. So let's go ahead and commit that, and then we'll start on our next task. We'll say that they're path stations, Christopher Street. Where's the interactor we were just in? Oh, this is the wrong project. In the app. I guess the interactor became super complicated with adding path. It's not responsible for interacting with the main API and the path API. Um, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, we're about to do the all arrivals interactor. Um, so I guess we'll see. Oh, and while we're talking about the Path API, I should mention the Path API that we're using. It's a free API. Um, right here. And I think a lot of big apps are using it too, actually. A number of external customers of this API, including Transit and Citymapper, and soon to be us. One more thing, we're sort of in between tasks here. I'll be out Tuesday and Wednesday for doctor's appointments, but I will be back Thursday and Friday at the regular times. I posted this to my Twitter and to my Discord. You can join those to get updates about the stream. Okay, so next we want to do all arrivals. Currently here, when we click on all arrivals, we get no trains at the station because we haven't received any. Same thing for these other stations. They don't show the path trains yet, and so we want to do that. Hmm. It's always like where do we do the duplication? I guess we could start by editing the Path API client. It's all arrivals underway station will be async. First, we make sure we're on iOS 15. We're using some new features in Swift for adding the path trains, and iOS 15 is the current version. Soon it won't be the current version, so we're just going to guard some of the new features behind an OS flag. And what does the other all arrivals feed do? I think it returns quite a bit of stuff. Uh, let's see, where's the all arrivals? It returns this structure that has alerts and all kinds of stuff. Um, yeah, I guess it does need to know the station filter. Yeah, I guess this is actually a good argument to make the path arrivals be part of our main API client. Um, on the other hand, Path API, the main API client is for the main API, the Path API client is for the Path API. It also kind of makes sense to keep them separate. Although I guess we're going to have to pass in a filter. Um, arrivals. Yeah, the filter does get passed in. Okay. So what are we passing back here? Yeah, I mean, hmm, keep going back and forth on where's how to best chop this up. I guess the the presenter then has to recollate the data, and I suppose that's fine actually. So what does path arrivals? Oh, it's right here. Oh, okay, that's easy. Um, always be true? Why is that? How come here? How come here it needs the check and here it doesn't? Well, I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, that's why. I had the function inside of the other function. And I guess we need to apply the filter also. How do I do this? Filter dot is included. Ooh, then I have to rewrite all of my all my filtering logic. Let's see. So what are my options? I mean, I keep going back and forth to this decision. Um, main uh, API client and main interface around both APIs. Option, I guess this is option A. We have option B. Um, interactor uh, interfaces with both APIs. You're right. Filtering logic is one negative. You're right. Collating logic, another negative. Um, what else? API client is tied to database implementation, so we need to refactor all that. combine these to get more room here on the side. This is architecture options. Yeah, these these both feel bad. Either of these feel like the right place to do this. I'm delegating some logic to the filter, um, but it's not. I mean, option 0 would be show all arrivals for path trains. Not for first release anyway. I guess I don't really like that option. I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, none of the filters are going to work though. If we say like filter to trains that go here, like no trains, no trains go there because the path API does not share that information really. Not directly anyway. You'd have to do some fancy computing. I guess the path doesn't do that much rerouting anyway. There's just kind of two paths for the path, unlike the MTA where they put the F on the A line, they put the A on the C line, they run the 6 from the 4-5 on the 2-3 line sometimes, and vice versa. The 13 train came by recently. If you were on NYC Rail subreddit a week or two ago, um, so perhaps we could compute. we could compute on filters. I feel like there's just so much explanation we need to do to the user about path doesn't provide certain data. Like maybe we need like a disclaimer. A disclaimer. Like remember the path doesn't um, include as much data as the MTA. Um, I guess we could see, are there even more trains other than those in the popover? Or there just, do they even show subsequent trains? Um, yeah, I guess how do we give like a clean interface to the user and also tell them that like filtering isn't going to work the same? Ooh, so many big decisions. How's everybody doing today? To do this gross copy paste. This feels bad. How do we do it for? Yeah, this does feel kind of bad to do in the interactor, right? Like collating them together, that kind of goes in the. It should go in the presenter. That's presentation logic. That shouldn't go in the interactor. What are our current changes? Edit in observer. Edit all rentals. Yeah, we can give it this stuff. This stuff's harmless. Let's take out that extra task though. Then the all arrivals interactor is used on the connection screen. Um, yeah, so we only have to do this, I guess, once. Um, whereas if we do it in the presenter, then both screens need to deal with it. Ugh. Yeah, that makes me want to makes me want to put it in here. Um, kind of like we did with the popover. Ugh. Yeah, this is one of the things I kind of dislike about Viper. You kind of have like only a few spots to put things, and we need maybe more spots. I guess Swift UI feels a little bit more free form at this stage. Uh, but Swift UI is not yet ready for us to use. This should get a. I don't know why this auto completed because we haven't defined this method yet. This one can be private. So I'll follow the same pattern we did on the shortlist screen. We call it NYCT. I guess we'll see what this turns into down the line. I guess we need to combine these path arrivals with a station arrivals. Oh, I need to find a way to, I guess, add path arrivals to a shortlist section. I mean, to an all arrivals entity, and also create one if there aren't any regular arrivals. For example, at Christopher Street on the path. Yeah, and I guess that's where the filtering could happen. Goodness. So we want two things. Init from path arrivals. And combined with okay, so let's update our to-do list. So we made the API call to the path API. Combine path. It's that autocomplete. Combine path arrivals with subway arrivals. Init a station arrivals from path arrivals. Yeah, so I guess these are the two things that are next. So I guess we can update the call sites for these things. That's what we're on right now. Yeah, this is starting to feel better. Starting to feel better about where we're at. So just NYCT has loaded. Turn that on back. Okay, so now we can kick off the task to make this call. So this is going to be, I guess this is going to be passed in, right? Yeah, path API client gets passed in. And instead of this sending stuff to the output directly, say self dot is going to be loaded station arrivals. And this should be renamed actually. Is oh, I see. I have the carriage return spot. Go back to the main actor and assign this. And yeah, update the variable name. Find filter, isn't it right here? Oh, it's in a different tab. Oh my goodness. I guess these are both subtasks of this task. Huh. And now what problem do we don't have under ID? Oh, right, it needs the underway station. Oh, we need to, we really need to update that. So a little detour, Path API client should take a underway station ID, not just the underway station. Or not the entire station. So currently this path station thing, it should be on ID, right? This is unrelated to what we were just doing. We can update this. Or we can do that. Yeah, they should be returning a path arrivals. It's gonna break this. This is wrong. Yeah, it's tempting to start with a network call like I did, and then you end up having to change your code. It's so important to start from the caller, uh, the function you're writing, from the user of the person using the app, um, doing a bunch of fun technical stuff. Usually means you have to rewrite it or you're shipping something that doesn't work as well. Oh, what is this? Oh, it needs an open curl. All right, because now this is the underway station ID itself. Turn that empty for now. We'll have to implement it. Variable name. Instead of passing the whole station, we just pass in the ID. Yes, yes, yes. This needs to update. Something else. Guess this is the empty version. Get us into a viable state. Okay, so what is next? Okay, so we did this little bit of cleanup. We're back in the interactor, I suppose. Oh, this is the wrong file. I wonder why I couldn't find what I was looking for. Arrival interactor. Actually, I think this one is basically looking good. Um, should these be weak selves? And I'm not sure if I need to do dispatch async and then start a task. I wonder if I can just do one of those. I guess we broke everything. Um, yeah, I was expecting. Guess we can see if we hit one of these in here. Hey, where'd it go? Oh, LLDB crashed. Ow. Okay. Why are you crashing LLDB? No. How do you debug the debugger? Maybe let's return self here instead of just empty. Okay, so we didn't break anything. We're just crushing some stuff. Okay. Now let's do a proper combination. Update the interactor. Now I want to combine the path variables with subway run. That's right here. And possibly we'll need to do this, possibly not. But I guess we'll need to update call the path API. Ooh, these take this decorated arrival nonsense again. Okay, so this is there's gonna be some refactoring foot. So let's commit what we have here. We're adding what did we do? Applied with um, API client, and we set up async tasks. Okay, so remember from when we did the short list, we ended up refactoring to not use this decorated arrival situation anymore. Because it has stuff that's kind of impossible for other services to render as well. So for the shortlist section, it should be over here somewhere. The shortlist section, we pass back this arrival view model. Still needs a better name. And I feel like that's what we're going to have to do for all arrivals. Let's see. Where is it? So I guess this is a new task. Update station arrivals model to work with path and New York City Transit. So now instead of a map of a display side left or right to a list of arrivals, we're going to have this arrival view model. And did I make one of these things to build itself from decorated arrival? I did. I think that's right. Let's ask the compiler by pressing Command B. No, we got something wrong. Oh, Oh, interesting. So I guess there's some stuff here. Um, yeah, I guess the original arrival. I guess we need some bits from it actually. Um, yeah, so let's go back just a touch. Something like that. And where's the failure? Perfect. Build failed. Where's the error? I saw a lot of stuff just disappear. Oh, and then I need to map through here as well. Okay. Convert value type arrival view model to closure result type. Oh, good lord. I mistyped. What's the error? Yeah, so if these are arrival view models, then they don't have the original arrival on them, I guess. They might not have a trip ID because path trains don't don't have a trip ID. Yeah, I feel like I need to rework this model. I think it needs to have more stuff from the original Arrival, no matter what. Unfortunately, because we're about to like sort it. If we're gonna merge path arrivals with subway arrivals. We have to put them in the correct order, and the ones that don't have time, they're not going to be in the right spot. Well, I guess empty will always be last, but I guess closed, um, that that needs something. Let's see what's on decorated arrival again. Station status, last stop, and then the original arrival. Yeah, this is the main problem here. Maybe we need to peel off the stuff from here. Like the trip ID and the station ID is the route, the timestamp, the direction. Oof. Feels doesn't feel good. Let's see, how deep of a hole did we dig? Not too bad. Let's just discard everything and start again. Okay, starting again. So this arrival is a NYCT arrival. It has the timestamp, direction, track info. Um, and then what does our path arrival look? I mean, this is what's coming straight out of the API. It's not really ingested, really. I guess what we need here is the direction. I wonder wonder if we could do like a split like we did for underway route. Remember how this used to be I mean this used to be underway route. We renamed it to underway NYCT route for the subway routes. And now underway route is an enumeration between path trains and subways. Um, this should be path. Oh, um, maybe we maybe we need a new type. Um, so what do we need here? Uh, and for now, trip ID is only path related. I guess. I mean, sorry, only subway related. Might be there, might not be there. Did I write this twice? Amazing. And timestamp and direction. Is this is this the right thing now? Round and around the potter's wheel. That's how design goes. Maybe design is like a maze, and sometimes you go forward and sometimes you go backwards. And let's fix the order of these things, I guess. Station, route, direction, timestamp. Let's see if we can make an underway arrival out of this thing. Yeah, so now that we have more stuff on underway arrival, we can create it here out of this decorated thing. Okay, most of this stuff you should be able to just peel straight off. And I guess I also want to test if we can make this out of a path arrival. Um, I guess one thing at a time, right? Should have done these in order. I guess I'm kind of having second thoughts about this idea of an underway arrival, of smashing everything into one structure. So we're losing a little bit of the original flavors here. Um, we might need for something else. Well, I guess if that happens, we can go in a different direction. We haven't needed it yet, so we're gonna keep going. The expression is ambiguous. Oh, because I have ooh, Oh, it's trying to get the last stop off of and the track. Why is it trying to get the track for this? What is this thing called? Arrivals cell model? Yeah, let's try to take the track off of here. I don't think we show that on this screen. Hey, Dragon Dust, welcome back. How are you doing today? Guess we'll do the same guard down here. And path trains don't have trip IDs. And for a contextual base to remember normal. Isn't that something? Right, we took out the track field because we don't show it on this screen. We had plans to do it, but we ended up never getting there, so it's just kind of laying around in code. Here, because we've flattened the structure, we have one less dot to reach through. See what else is ambiguous for this context. This is the SwiftUI version of the screen. Right, so I guess this arrival view model, we should be able to make it out of also make it out of this new model that we've just been playing with to try to get path arrivals and subway arrivals to show up in the same view. So we call this an underway arrival. And I think it takes an optional one because then it becomes the empty case if it's nil. So yeah, let's do guard. Empty. Then we can guard on the station status if it's closed or not. Unfortunately, the MTA still transmits arrival times at stations that are closed, so we have to filter for them. I guess we'll guard that it's not closed. Otherwise, we'll say we're closed. And then I guess we just do the final cases. Well, if those aren't the cases, then I guess we're good. self.init. I want to do this one. Oh, it's the case is arriving. Timestamp dot interval. Now I guess we need now passed in. Let's get these all on their last lines. Is last stop. Is this really used? Can we leave this off? Wait a minute. This is not the right initializer. Oh, I guess it was. I guess we do need to compute if it's the last stop for this model as well. So time interval. So this is convoy arrival, timestamp, time interval since now, and I guess some kind of arrival ID, huh? I guess makes this identifiable. I guess we can just call this an ID, then we don't have to have a getter for it to satisfy the identifiable protocol. And I guess while we're in here, we need to mark if it's the last stop or not. And I guess one thing I'm keeping an eye out for as we're doing this work to combine multiple transit systems into one concept of an arrival is what can I do on the server side so that the client apps don't need to do this. I saw an error here. Come on, what was it? Oh, I did the guard, but didn't use the guarded variable. I guess let's start at the top. Type of expression is ambiguous. This is a Swift UI version of this screen, which currently not shipping. We couldn't get a nice pull to refresh. That was the blocker. We spent quite a long time on stream trying to recreate a pull to refresh in Swift UI, but no luck. We ended up wrapping a collection view, in which case uh, just wrap the same view that we had before. So what is the actual type error? Still ambiguous without more context. Really? Yeah, so that's an underway arrival. So this could possibly be nil, and arrival view model takes an optional underway arrival. Oh, this didn't finish compiling. Right. Um, why does this want the last stop name on this screen? That's not right. And I have so many so many models for arrivals now. Um, change the name of it. What does it return? It returns arrival cell model. Why so many different ones? I guess just trying to support so many things over the years, and um, I mean, I tried to do Swift UI, so I had some models for there. It's definitely something I would like to clean up. I just introduced a new one to try to support path trains just now. And I think this new one, underway arrival, will be able to replace this decorated arrival idea, so there'll be at least one less. In the cell model, um, this should disappear once we finally convert fully to Swift UI. But that might be a ways from now. it's more a note to myself about where can I reduce some abstraction. Is this here, this arrival cell model, this looks very similar to the arrival view model that I had for Swift UI. I could see this one disappearing much sooner, actually. Value of type date has no member interval. Yes, it does. Oh, it's time interval. What? Interval since. And it looks like this should get now passed into it instead of reaching out to single, which will cause different build failures. So that's interesting. So we updated the connections page. The connections page is passing, but now the all arrivals page, we kind of need to do the same changes to it, it seems. The main difference is that the connection page scrolls down to a row to spotlight the train that you're connecting from. This screen versus this screen. Oh, this is the trip screen, and then the connection screen is here. That's a little extra at the top, say which train you're coming from, and highlights the train you're coming on. Highlight. So we took off that off. This was now underway arrival. Make those same updates. This type as well. How are we doing? Oh, I have extra close paren. Oh, I meant timestamp. Wow, this is a hard to read one. This has route interval is closed and style. Route interval is closed and style. Okay. It's still looking for this last stop thing, but I know it's removed, so there must be a different error stopping the compiler from seeing it. So let's continue to fix other things along the way, and hopefully that'll clear up. path trains do not have trip IDs, so it is optional. Also annoying because so many cool features we can do if we have the trip ID, like that connection screen. An argument now. This doesn't have a provider either, huh? I guess it should have one. And of course, the one of the main reasons for having data come from a single source like this is for screenshots and tests. Oh, did I put it in the wrong spot? Put it in inwards one. Let's see. Maybe let's wait, did that work? Oh, okay. This is that error we were getting before that I think just needs both of these. Still a touch confused. No, I updated it. This one feels a little bad to fix because oh wait, here's the our shared app library is not compiling, so of course nothing else is going to compile correctly. Okay, this is missing. Tell me what you're missing. I think it's going to be the is last stop thing. No, oh, we did that one. So what are you missing then? It's Command B again. You're not going to tell me what you're missing. Okay. Oh, ID. So this is the presenter um, for the arrival screen. We added the date provider to the connection screen. Will be unowned let. That is a singleton in the app. Become state provider now. cool, and we got a fresh batch of errors. Yes, so the wireframe needs to pass the date provider to the presenter. And same thing for the all arrivals wireframe. Wireframes in Viper are responsible for setting up the view controller. We're not showing the last stop on this screen. Oh boy. Yeah, this is when I was wrapping it up in. This view is not in production code. I'm going to cheat a little bit and reach straight out to the singleton here. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to grab it out of the environment or something. It's a little too much for something that's not shipping right now. And also sort of not in the line of work we're doing right now. So we're still getting this ambiguous expression. Yeah, so it's a display side, left or right, to a list of arrivals. They're both optional. We implemented it right here. What is the problem? I guess let's keep peeling back the type system until we get the actual error. It's oh, is this supposed to be public or something? Because I didn't make it public. Now it compiles. It's it's a little strange. You have to do all that peeling back just to realize, oh, I needed to make it public. Build succeeded. Okay. So where are we at? Okay, so we didn't break anything. All arrival screen still works. Connection screen still works. And let's look for path arrivals. Those are still coming in. Not yet on the all arrivals. Okay. So I guess we go back to the, where were we before we realized we needed to do all those changes? Somewhere in here, get the station arrivals, we get the path arrivals, and we possibly combine them. Yeah, so here we were, and we're like, oh, um, these path arrivals are not going to fit in here. So now let's see if we can combine them. Um, see, how do we want to do this? Delete this comment. Uh, Station arrivals. So the filter is going to just pass straight on through. All routes is going to be self to all routes, I guess, union with anything from the path arrivals. Path arrivals dot distinct routes. Here we're gonna have a type collision here. It looks like the compiler is more concerned with the other fields right now. The alerts are just going to pass through also. I guess the arrivals is where we need to do some fun stuff. I guess the left arrivals will be self dot. So I guess we'll get the arrivals for the left side, combine them and sort them, and do the same thing for the other side. And contents of I guess here we need to make underway arrivals out of these things, out of these path arrivals. See how that goes. Or perhaps that should be that API should handle it. Maybe. We're here. Let's do it here. Always move it later. Will be path arrival. Okay, let's go on down the line. Did I give these things IDs when I did it for the popover? Oh, did Xcode just crash? No. Let's look at the over interactor section. Did we use an ID over here? I guess I don't. Okay. Didn't want to duplicate stuff if I had done something like that already. So where were any files open? It was here. So self dot route will be path of path arrival dot route self dot timestamp will be path arrival dot projected arrival. Direction will be let property route may not be initialized directly. Oh, come on. So I guess in a recent update of Swift, if you're in an extension outside of the module, um, you have to use a public initializer. You can't use self dot. Um, a little annoying, especially because we're not in Xcode 14 beta, so we have to manually write the initializer. Go ahead and copy all the fields over. I don't know how I'm going to manage trip IDs across the other systems. I would expect that LIRR and stuff um, would have trip IDs also, since they're managed by the MTA. And all the things terrible about the MTA and infrastructure in general here in the States, MTA's data has been getting better. It's at least better than the path data. Can we do plus then? Right, and then we do this map here. This is where we, in fact, are right now. So instead of that, we say self.init pairwise. Yay. Ooh, this doesn't have the station ID on it. Holy cow. Okay. So I think that's a fantastic reason for the our path API to return return uh, these new underway arrivals instead of the path arrivals that we kind of put together because we didn't quite exactly know what we would need yet. API client. new file for this. Well, actually, yeah, yeah, okay. So instead of returning a path arrivals object, I want to return in the arrivals on the display side. Um, yeah, so I guess that will be the empty dictionary for now. And we'll come back to that. And I guess it also wants to return a I mean, it's nice that it takes care of the ink routes. Who what's in my paste buffer before I copy something? Ooh, a lot of stuff. Okay, let's put that here for now. Yeah, so we updated station arrivals model to work with both, and we're kind of in between these two tasks right now. We're seeing as we look to combine the arrivals, the path train arrivals, the subway arrivals, is there anything else we need to tweak, or did we get everything? Um, so who uses this path arrivals? Yeah, I guess this could have the station ID on it. And then maybe we could stick with them with kind of a larger model like we have. Um, see, so this would be uh, this would be maybe init 0. Somebody's unhappy with something here. Oh, type of expression is ambiguous. Is it? Looks right to me, dude. Is a array of underway arrivals. We have our dictionary here. I don't think this is ambiguous. A look initializer. Last time we ran into this, we didn't make something public that we were supposed to. Um, Is this confusing it? Let's comment some stuff out. Oh, let's see. I guess adding the underway station ID in here is not actually as easy as I was expecting. Um, no, this is path specific. This should stick with a path ID. So I guess the problem then is try to make these underway arrivals out of path arrivals. I guess we could do the other fields and come back to that field. Let's say path route. The direction is we have an initializer for, let's see, arrival dot. This is an underway path direction. I should have a getter on this to convert it to a. Let's hard code this to 3 right now. I should have a converter for this to convert it to a my own style of direction. I guess all this other stuff, we just don't have that information from the Path API. It's much more sparse than the MTA one. A quick little converter there. We need to make some kind of ID here. So this can be, I really thought I had written this somewhere. Um, sign. Oh, projected time interval. It just needs to be a unique string, so that's fine for now. We're still getting type of expression is ambiguous without what more context do you need? I guess let's like we did before, just keep peeling out until the type system can tell us what the actual error is. This is an underway display side to a list of underway arrivals. Oh, I bet it's this thing in here. This is something that I didn't update the types on. So let's do that real quick. This is a set of underway routes. And it's because we're combining in with the path arrivals, which has its own idea of distinct routes. We want to union them, but these are path routes, so we can map them to underway route as implied, path. Right, yeah, not sure what to do with this underway station ID yet, but I guess everything else is compiling. Guess it can get passed in. Yeah, this doesn't have access to it either, though. Oddly enough. Um, let's see if we can pass it in through the callers of this. This is getting a little odd, though. I do feel like, to some extent, the stuff coming out of this path station arrivals should have it, right? Um, I mean, I guess it'd be a matter of passing in both IDs. But that's just so that the response can have the ID on it. Um, see, what if I make this private? Because I suppose like this thing, this thing could put the ID on it. Um, yeah, and perhaps this could return a path response instead. Maybe this is doing too much. Maybe this should call the arrivals, get the response, and then because the ID is passed in here, it can put it on the you can just stick it right back on there. Um, we have lots of commented out ideas here. Um, so this is path response. And I guess we can move this inquiry onto, you can just move it over. Yeah, look, I did kind of make an ID. This is arrivals for direction. Make this lazy? Is that going to work? I'll do it explicitly. We'll move this ID business into here so that it can get reused. Makes this identifiable. Yeah, we need to undo that. We're um, not going to require that. That's a little overkill, a little much. Let's see. I don't want to. I don't want to pass that in. Well, guess we could pass it in this way. I mean, this is the only place where we're doing ingestion at the moment. The shortlist uses a different kind of ingestion. Um, maybe, hmm. Oh, I guess we could do the ID here. And this, I guess we'll clean this up. This is just feels a little disjointed at the moment. Um, are we currently building successfully? Okay, we are. Yeah, I feel like what I want to do is move this part here uh onto this path station arrivals thing. Yeah, this feels good. Am I gonna have to copy paste here? Um, maybe this should be its own subscript, and then converting to underway arrival should be a like a function. We'll say self of the display side that was passed in. We'll convert these to underway arrivals. I guess that's it really. Nice and short method. Oh, did I edit it while it was building? Build succeeded. Yay! Okay, so back here in combined, and delete all that. There we go. Now we're combining the spacing just a little bit. Oh, I needed to oh man, now it doesn't fit now it doesn't fit on one line anymore. Um let's try it out. Then maybe we'll clean it up a little bit further. Oh, we're not actually making the call yet. Okay, so we combine them. Uh, this is kind of vacuous for strike through. And now we need to update the call to the path API. Yeah, we commented all this stuff out. First, we checked that because we're only doing the path stuff in iOS 15. Um, so first we do a version check, and we check that the underway station in fact has a path station. Um, and oh, I guess this should be like an empty static variable. Oh, I guess it's going to be empty at an ID, huh? Wow, what is with the spacing here? Something is wrong. Is it going all the way out there? Oh, will the error tell me? Acted a comma? Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, that was weird. Now we'll say we'll return empty at the underway station ID. Then we can call for the arrivals. Say arrivals. Oh, this throws. Okay, so we can try. If there's an error, there's nothing to show to the user. Anyway, so then this is a path station arrivals that will create and return. Fonts roots. Fonts. Oh, I guess we could reach in there. Well, no, it'd be nice to have kind of a one-liner here. Let's go ahead and make that small adjustment. I guess this will be path rivals. Here we don't need to call lazy, I suppose. We can say response dot arrivals for Tony and tone to J. And then close paren. Okay. Oops, this is supposed to be new. Oh, and I guess this is try await. Can all these comments. Succeeded. They're all the way there at the bottom. Oh, because we forgot to sort. But they're there. Make this comparable. Just by timestamp. This can go after the names of fields. Yeah, this is going to be quite a mouthful here. Guess we can overload the plus operator. Oh, there's no path trains up there. 6th Avenue. And there they are. We didn't sort the other hand side yet. Um, wow, look at that. that. Yeah, this is kind of an eyesore. Uh, Firstly, because you have to unwrap. Secondly, this is like kind of a long name. Guess we could make it shorter. I don't love it. Could overload the subscript, I guess. Yeah, that gets a little sloppy. Oh, but what we could do is that's I mean it's not that many less characters. I was thinking we could write a subscript with the name underway arrivals. That's doesn't save that many characters anyway. Just having to do this dot sorted at the end, that's annoying. Making my eyes cross. I gotta figure out something to do here. Oh, is folder refresh triggering off another call to the API? Ooh, I guess I should double check that real quick. Okay, yeah, every time we get arrivals, do everything. Okay. Now how can we how can we clean that up? Um, I guess what we could do is like this is the only place where it's used, so we could um, squeeze this in there, I guess. That doesn't feel good either. But it looks a lot better out here, though. I just wish there was a nicer way to safely unwrap. Okay, but it's it's working. And if we go to Christopher Street, see, you can see the trains there too. Look at that. Oh, interesting. The colors that go into Manhattan are the New York flag colors. And we got a big old commit here. Show path trains on all arrivals. Street. Create new motorway arrival model. Um, that can hold a subway arrival or a path arrival. Okay, so what kind of cleanup can we do? Um, Cleanup? Uh, Maybe just one. So we mentioned that we have many different kinds of arrival models. Um, there's this arrivals cell model, and I wonder if this could be an arrival view model. In which case we could delete this. Yeah, we only have one of these. Like this could be removed also. Cannot find. Oh, is this in our shared applet? Oh, I guess it has this these other ideas on it as well. Oh man. Dang it. Maybe we can look at removing decorated arrival. Oof. Well, maybe we'll do this another time. Starting to get a little tired, and I don't want to make big decisions like this while tired. Um, we did get a lot done today. We did our direction labels for Christopher Street. Um, we're adding them to the path trains to all arrivals. Looks like there's not much on here except for the next train anyway. Um, but it's there. Uh, I guess here you can see the next trains in like right away. So I guess it is useful to have this. We did a big refactoring so that our arrival model that goes through the views is more unified. And we still have multiple underlying view models, which could use some cleanup. Um, Either way, thank you so much for joining me. My Subway app with you all is a ton of fun. My website is fullqdeveloper.com. And that links to my YouTube, which has past broadcasts, my Discord to stay in contact with me, or my Twitter for stream updates, or Ko-Fi if you want to support more directly, or you can subscribe with Amazon Prime. Either way, reminder, I won't be here on Tuesday or Wednesday for a doctor's appointment, but I'll be back Thursday. Good night.